Hello, thank you for your interest in childcare PreK partnerships. This calculator tool is meant to help childcare programs understand how a PreK partnership can work for your business model. To use this calculator, you should have a basic understanding of how partnerships work. For more information on this topic, visit twc.texas.gov/programs/TWC-prekindergarten-partnerships. Perhaps a school district or a charter school has approached you with an offer to partner, or maybe you're preparing to approach them to partner. Who's going to employ the lead teacher? What about the assistant teacher? Is this partnership for a 3- or a 4-year-old classroom? This calculator will help you understand how various scenarios can work for your business model. The idea is to understand a snapshot of what is currently happening in the classroom versus what the school district or charter school is proposing to happen in the classroom. You can use this calculator to input your current costs and revenues for a 3- or 4-year-old classroom, compare that to an offer you might have from the school partner, and then determine if any changes need to be made to any portion of the partnership setup. There is a download button to keep a summary of each of the snapshots to use as you are planning or negotiating the partnership. This is not about the school partner or the child care provider trying to make money off of a partnership. Instead, we want this to help you understand what can truly cover costs, work for your business, and be equitable for both parties involved. There are a lot of other considerations when negotiating a partnership that this calculator tool cannot capture, so please use it as one of the many pieces of information as you develop your partnership model. Before we move forward, I will note this disclaimer. Calculations made using this tool are not guaranteed by the Texas Workforce Commission or any of its affiliates. Calculations are estimates based on information entered by the user. The child care subsidy reimbursement rates used in this calculator can be found in Attachment 1 for WD Letter 23-19. Blended rates for 4-year-olds covered by public pre-K and subsidy are calculated based on the typical school year, which is 205 days. Your actual reimbursement rate might vary. For more information on blended rates, see WD Letter 02-20. Navigate to TWC's PreK Partnerships homepage that was shared earlier. You can click on the Resources to take you to the Resources section and find the calculator tool. When that link opens, click on Calculator Tool at the top of the page. On the left-hand side, you will enter all of your information. Start with the name of your center, and then choose your workforce board, which is also known as Workforce Solutions in your area. This will ensure that you have the right reimbursement rates for your region. Then select your TRS level. Next, you will enter in your revenue sources. At this point, you should know what age classroom you will partner with the public school to provide pre-K, and a general makeup of the children, whether they are private pay tuition, subsidy, pre-K eligible, or some combination. First, choose your classroom age group for the partnership. Then, enter the number of children who are eligible for subsidy only. These are kids who do not qualify for public pre-K. They receive a full day reimbursement rate. Notice that if you hover over each of these items, you will get a short description of what to enter. Next, enter in the number of children who are eligible for both subsidy and pre-K. For 4-year-old children, this means the public school partner is responsible for covering about 7 hours a day for the pre-K instruction time, and subsidy covers the before and after school portion if the child is cared for during those hours. The subsidy reimbursement is a blended rate during the school year and a full-time rate during the summer. Next, enter in the number of children who are eligible for pre-K and not subsidy. Perhaps they are low income, but their parent doesn't meet the work requirements. Then you'll enter the number of children who are tuition only, along with their monthly tuition rate per child. Finally, if the school district or charter school partner is passing through any funds directly to you to cover other costs, such as the assistant teacher or overhead, you may enter this in here. You can see on the right, as you enter information, it changes in the description and in the bar chart. Moving on to enter your classroom expenses, you will select the Annual Expenses tab. Oftentimes, a public school partner will agree to hire and pay for the lead teacher who has a bachelor's degree and is a certified teacher, among other qualifications. So you can select this box if that's the case. Or if you are paying for the lead teacher yourself, you can enter in their hourly rate, the number of hours a week they work, and the number of weeks they work a year, as well as their fringe benefits. For now, we'll check the box that the school district or charter school partner is paying for the lead teacher. See how it changes your expenses on the right? Next, we'll enter in information for any other teachers for this classroom who are employed by the child care program. We'll select 2 assistant teachers, one who is in the classroom with the lead teacher for the whole day, and another who might be a floating teacher to help with before or after school when the lead teacher is not there. Starting with the first assistant teacher, let's enter in her hourly pay. Let's say she works 40 hours a week, and she works during the school year and in the summer. So that's 52 weeks a year. Next, you'll enter in hourly rates for a floating teacher to help keep quality ratios when the lead teacher is not in the classroom. Perhaps she works 20 hours a week and for 52 weeks a year. Then you'll select hours for the substitute teacher for this classroom to cover when any other teachers are out sick or have professional development or paid time off. Enter her hourly rate. Then calculate the hours you'll need for a whole year. Let's say it's on average 8 hours a week, which is about 380 hours a year. Then we have your summer teacher, who might cover now that your lead pre-K teacher, employed by the school district or charter school, has summers off. We'll enter her hourly rate as well as how many hours she works during the summer. If there are 12 weeks in your summer program and she works 40 hours a week, that's 480 hours. Next, you will enter in how much you spend on classroom supplies for this classroom each year. Then you will enter in daily food costs per child. Let's say it's $3 a day. Finally, you'll enter in overhead costs. This includes items that must be paid regardless of how your business is doing, such as rent, utilities, maintenance, administrative staff, insurance, and other things. Estimate this for this pre-K classroom only, so don't enter it in for your whole center. Enter only what is proportionate to this pre-K classroom. Now in this scenario, we have your final revenues and expenses. If you'd like to save this model, go to the top right-hand corner and click the button, Download this model. It will download the summary and the bar chart as a PDF for you to keep and to compare to other scenarios that you might create. One last item. If you are not TRS4, then you can choose different levels to see what your revenues might look like as you reach higher quality in Texas Rising Star. Compare the revenues for license only to TRS 4-star. This is license only. This is TRS 4-star. That's a difference of about $30,000 for an entire year. That's all for how to use this calculator tool. Thank you for tuning in. And if you have any questions or suggestions for changes for this tool, please visit TWC's PreK Partnerships page for contact information and other partnership resources.